All right, so we're going to keep on working on evaluating functions here. All right, and so the easiest examples that you're going to get are, evaluate something like f of x equals 3x minus 8. And I might ask you to evaluate f of 5, okay? So again, we read this as f of 5. And all you're doing there is putting 5 in for x, okay? We replace x with 5 here. All right, so we're going to have 3 times 5 minus 8. So that'll be 15 minus 8 is 7. One important one that I'm probably going to throw in for all these is figure out what f of 0 is. Okay, and again, f is just the name of this function. The next one we'll do, I'm going to change the name of it. But f of 0, that's always your friend substituting 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 8 is negative 8. All right, and you're always going to get some negatives here. So be negative 27 minus 8 is negative 35. Okay, so that's evaluating functions there. Again, you're just substituting it for x. See what you get. Make sure you follow your order of operations here. PEMDAS, there wasn't too much of that on this first one. But if I switch it up and, like I said, we can name it something different. We could say g of x. Again, g is just the name. G doesn't change anything really, just different name. I got f, I got g. So let's go with a quadratic equation here. So let's start off with g of negative 5. So we're going to substitute negative 5 in for x here. So negative 5 squared is negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Plus 9, so it's 45, and 9 is 54 for a final answer there. Again, we're always going to do 0. Okay, 0 is your most important point, x value. You always want to know it, regardless of what type of function we're dealing with. We always want to know when x equals 0, what's y, or what's g of x. So this is pretty easy here. It's just going to come out to 0 minus 0 plus 9. So just 9. Let's go with g of, how about 6? So that's going to be 6 squared minus 4 times 6 plus 9. So 36 minus 24 plus 9. 36 minus 24 is 12. 12 and 9 is 21. All right, so again, just substitute in, evaluate. Big thing is just remembering those order of operations. All right, so last up, you'll see usually f, g, and h for your names of functions here. This one I made h of x equals the absolute value of 4x minus 7. So if I want to get h of negative 7, how about? I have the absolute value of 4 times negative 7 minus 7. 4 times negative 7 is negative 28 minus 7. Negative 28 minus 7 is negative 35. But again, we're taking the absolute value of it, so we get positive 35 then. So next up, h of 0. So we got 4 times 0 minus 7. So that's going to be the absolute value of 0 minus 7. So absolute value of negative 7 is 7. All right, so last up then, let's go with a positive number here. Let's just go with 8, h of 8. So that's going to be 4 times 8 minus 7. So absolute value of 32 minus 7, so that's going to be 25. So it's just going to be 25 then. All right, so we can also combine functions here. So let's make a new one. The fourth problem here, let's make f of x equal x squared minus 3 and g of x equal negative 2x plus 9. All right, so we have two functions here, f of x and g of x. All right, and first up, let's do f of 4 plus g of 6. So first up, you got to figure out what f of 4 is. So that's going to be 4 squared minus 3 plus g of 6 would be negative 2 times 6 plus 9. So again, this is my f of 4 right here. This is my g of 6. So this is going to end up being 16 minus 3 plus negative 12 plus 9. Negative 12 plus 9 is negative 3, and 13 minus 3 is 10. All right, so it's just like piecing it all together at the end, but it's really like just like two separate problems in one here. For the second one, let's do g of x times, let's go g of 4 times f of 5. So g of 4 is going to be negative 2 times 4 plus 9 times f of 5. That's going to be 5 squared minus 3. So it's going to be negative 8 plus 9 times 25 minus 3. Negative 8 plus 9 is 1 times 25 minus 3 is 22. So 1 times 22 is 22. All right, so that's it then for that. If you have any questions, as always, email me.